I have a bit of a different video for you guys. We will be talking about sharks. Might be a bit surprising for you, but yeah, I always loved animals and I have a specific love for the marine life. I even thought about studying biology back then, but at the end decided for something else. Doesn't mean my love became any less for it. So yeah, I kept on watching documentaries, kept on staying informed, reading about it, and yeah, sharks are one of my absolute favorites. And after literally being way too hooked onto a ton of shark videos, lately been watching so many creators and stuff. I don't know, I really just felt like sharing it with you because why not, right? This is literally what this channel is about. Me sharing my passions, and today it's gonna be about sharks. So yeah. But before we begin and go to the top 10 of my favorite sharks, I want to shout out 3 content creators that I've recently have enjoyed so much, and that really give such a great content when it comes to sharks and other stuff. So yeah, for one, there's Robert Mark Lehmann. He's a German biologist and content creator. German speaking, so unfortunately might not be for you guys if you're American or if you don't speak German. But if you speak German, I would really recommend checking him out. Especially his Orca series is absolutely amazing, and all his shark videos as well. So definitely can recommend. Other than that, I definitely want to call name drop Shark Bites. Really cool YouTube channel. All about sharks, all different facets, talking about the different species of sharks and whatnot. I absolutely adore his videos, and I would love to maybe at some point react to some with you guys. I don't know, we'll see. But I absolutely love it, and I would recommend checking it out and leaving some love there. And last but not least, there's Real Science. Also an absolutely amazing channel. If you want to learn about basically any animal, you can find videos there. They are really good, well structured, very informative, and I absolutely love watching them. So definitely can recommend that one too. But yeah, without further ado, let's have a look at my top 10 favorite sharks. Doesn't mean that applies to everyone, doesn't mean this shark is better than that shark or whatever, right? Would be very weird to claim it as, but it's just my favorite one. So yeah, without much more talking, let's have a look. And we start off our list with the blue shark. The blue shark is on average as an adult at about 180 centimeters to 220 centimeters. With status, which you can read here, I mean how endangered is this species in the wild. And for the blue shark, it's the status is near threatened, which means it's still a pretty good population, but still there is definitely some danger to it. What is very special about the blue shark, as you can already see in this picture, is that it's very slender and long. So it's pretty easily distinguishable, and it has a very blue color, so it's a very pretty shark, but also a very special looking shark, I would say. Overall, it's very widely spread all over the world, and the only unfortunate thing is that it very often is also a bycatch for fishers, so that is definitely one of the greatest threats for them. Overall, I think it's a really cool, very special shark, and it definitely had to make it on the list here. I decided also to include little clips of every shark in this little video, so yeah, should be interesting and you can have a little look at them. I will link all the videos in the bottom in the description if you want to check them out yourself, also in full length and everything. So yeah, let's have a look and enjoy. And here we have a blue shark. I think it shows very well what I meant when I said very slender. Not bulky at all, right? As you see from a lot of other sharks. I think it's such a special look, and I love it. I think it had to be on the list, and at least it made it to number 10. Putting the bull shark next on my list is probably not going to make me a lot of friends here. I do think he's very beloved among shark enthusiasts, but yeah, I don't know. I can't even explain it myself, but it's gonna be the number 9 for me. Bull sharks are on average between 200 centimeters and 240 centimeters. Their status is vulnerable, so yeah, there's a bigger danger for them than it is for blue sharks. A really cool thing about them is they can actually live in sweet water. So yeah, they can even swim up in rivers and live there and everything. A very, very cool feature. Definitely, for me personally, one of the coolest unique abilities overall. As you can see in the picture, it is quite bulky, unlike the blue shark, right? Known to be rather aggressive, but at the end of the day, yeah, I don't know. I'm just by what I've heard, right? And it's a shark that you mainly see in coastal regions, like not really oceanic shark or whatever. I think it's a really cool one, and to show you his special ability, let's have a look at this little video here. Okay, so for some reason I only found this short here to show off what I meant, but yeah, look at this murky water river and this huge shark in there, right? I'm not quite sure. I don't think it's like a full-grown adult yet. Maybe it is, I don't know, but isn't that like terrifying? I would not want to see that while I'm on my kayak in a river. Very, very cool. Had to put it on the list, this shark here. Otherwise, I think other shark enthusiasts would have also been mad at me. But yeah, that's the bull shark. Next up, we have the Greenland shark. That's a deep sea shark, so definitely not something a regular diver would just meet. But nonetheless, super, super cool. They get on average up to 250 to 425 centimeters, but can even get bigger, like 625 centimeters even. Their status is vulnerable, although I kind of wonder like how much is known about this, since it's really not a shark you get to meet really often. But yeah, I don't know. These are just so amazing to me. Greenland sharks get up to 250 or even 500 years old. So imagine that there's just individuals of this species that lived during the late Middle Ages. Isn't that crazy? Like, it completely blows my mind. I don't know. Other than that, another super weird and interesting thing is that most of them have like a parasite in their eyes or on their eyes, which is literally causing them to be basically blind. So I don't really know why that's the case, why these sharks have this problem, but yeah, very strange. It's also, you can also see it in the video that I will show you, but yeah, I really don't know. And here we have one of the Greenland sharks. As you can see, it's going for the bait here that some scientists put up. And if you look at his eye, you see something like hanging away from it. That's literally the parasite. It's so weird to me. I don't know, but yeah, look at this prehistoric creature. Isn't that insane? I don't know. To me, it's completely bonkers to imagine that these creatures are on the bottom of the ocean. So cool. I had to include it on my list. Number 8 for me. Another widely beloved shark is the tiger shark, and it made it to place 7 on my list. I have to say I love it a lot as well. I think it's one of the most iconic sharks, right? It's just, when you hear shark, you would think of something like the tiger shark, I think. It gets up to 325 to 425 centimeters big as an adult. And the status is near threatened. So yeah, there are still a lot of tiger sharks out there. Still, there is dangers to them for sure. So yeah, tiger sharks are definitely one of the type of sharks that have the most interactions with humans, I would say. For one, it's like this typical, you can get diving tours and stuff with those, right? And that is also because they are like coastal sharks, so it's rather easy to reach them. And yeah, divers basically in these diving schools, yeah, they get lured in with bait and all that kind of stuff. It's also what makes them pretty dangerous to humans. Like in general, they are very, very curious and bold. And yeah, because they have these multiple interactions with humans, they are also causing a lot of deaths comparatively to some other species, for sure. Plus, they are also known as, well, not the nicest nickname, the trash can of the sea, because they basically just love to eat everything. They want to give everything a try. I think scientists even found like car tires in their bellies when they were dead, found dead and stuff. So very, very strange. They are just very curious and give everything a shot, I suppose. But yeah, very, very pretty sharks for sure. And here we have an example of a tiger shark. As you can see, these stripes on the side are what gives it its name. It's just such a beautiful animal, so iconic, typically what people think of a shark, and I had to include it on the list. Next up, we have the giant of the sharks, the whale shark, which is the biggest shark, up to 900 centimeters, which is absolutely insane to me. I cannot even imagine what it has to be like swimming next to it in the sea. It's not dangerous at all for humans, but would I be terrified? Absolutely. You best believe it. Its status is unfortunately endangered, so yeah. So far, the shark that is the most threatened from all the ones we looked at. But yeah, it's, I don't know, it's just the sheer size and the specific way of living of the shark is just so cool to me. That's why it made it almost halfway. Yeah, it's an ocean dweller. It eats plankton, small crustaceans, and small schooling fish. So yeah, absolutely no threat for any mammals or anything, but so crazy big, intimidating still to me. I don't know. I think it's awesome. It's very well deserved and the 6th place here. Now would you take a look at these beautiful animals? Like, look at how big they are, how they are just gliding through the water, their mouth open, taking in all the plankton that they can. It's so crazy to me, absolutely bonkers. 100% had to be on the list. Breathtaking, amazing, I don't know. Another crazy, unique and amazing shark is the fresher shark. I think it's so cool. It gets between 330 centimeters up to 450 centimeters big. And the status is vulnerable, so yeah, there is definitely dangers to it. But look at that picture. Like, isn't that a cool shark? This long tail is definitely like most of that, and maybe not most, but almost half of the shark size, right? So fun. And the hunting style of it is completely insane. It literally uses the tail as a whip to whip slash fish in big schools and to basically knock them KO and then eat them. So how cool is that? Like, what? So here's a little demonstration of that hunting style I was talking about. The fresher shark going towards the fish and BAM! Like, what? That's so insane. Like, how do you come up with something like this? I don't know. I had to include the shark highly on my list. 5th place, definitely very, very well deserved. So fucking cool. And here we are, the most anticipated one I would imagine, and I bet no one of you thought it wouldn't make it into the top 3, but yeah, I don't know. I love white sharks, don't get me wrong, but not quite into my top 3. Yeah, biggest predatory fish that we have on this planet, up to 600 centimeters. Like, what? That's so crazy. Unconfirmed reports even claim 700 centimeters. Very, very interesting. Very cool animal. The status is also vulnerable, and I don't think that surprises most people too much. Yeah, it's sad, and I feel like if we would lose an amazing predator like this, it would be such a loss for yeah, the entire world, honestly. I just think they are way too cool. We need to make sure they are protected well. Definitely the most well-known out of all sharks, I would imagine. So many movies, so many weird mysteries about and also fears around that shark, right? It feeds mainly on marine mammals, other sharks even, and rays. So yeah, definitely a very varied diet as well. Absolutely cool animal. I don't know. Barely didn't make it into my top 3 though. While I feel like I didn't need to include a video of a white shark, I mean, on the other hand, why not, right? I mean, look at it. It's so cool. Such an amazing animal. Like all those muscles, the bulkiness, the jaw. So crazy. Like such a fierce predator, and it had to be high on the list. Didn't quite make it to the top 3, but nonetheless, I absolutely love it. Yeah, well deserved white shark. We start off the top 3 with a weird little fella, the cookie cutter shark. Probably one of those sharks that a lot of you have not heard about yet, and it's so fun. Its size is only 40 to 56 centimeters big, and the status is actually currently least concern, so they are not that threatened yet. But yeah, definitely very cool animals. What makes them so special, in my opinion, is its unique hunting style. They do live a little bit deeper into the sea, and then basically now and then they dart up, I think especially at night, and take a little stamp of flesh out of their prey and then dive back down again. It's just, I don't know, it's almost like straight out of a horror movie. You should check out their jaws. Like, if you look at that, it's like insane. I decided to include this picture rather than one of their jaw because I wanted to show you the size, but definitely worth a look. And yeah, in the video that I'm going to show you of this shark, I don't have the shark itself, but I actually have a little one of a dolphin that got bitten by a cookie cutter shark, and that gives you a little idea of what these little fellas do. Absolutely bonkers. Okay, so before I play this video, a little disclaimer: if you don't feel comfortable with seeing stuff like this, like a wound or whatever, click ahead like 15-20 seconds by the time I start this one. You should be fine afterwards, but yeah, just wanted to let you know. I know some people don't want to see that. It's totally understandable. Just skip ahead a little bit and you should be fine. So what we see here is a school of dolphins, and yeah, one of them, as you can see here, got bitten by a cookie cutter shark. What a chunk he took out. Absolutely crazy. I mean, the dolphin seems to be fine, but crazy. This is just straight out of a horror movie, if you ask me. We are closing in, and this one almost made it all the way to the top. The oceanic white-tip shark. I have to say, it's such a beautiful shark. I don't know, I love the way it looks in general. Like, it has this typical shark look to it, and these white tips on all the tails, fins, incredible. I don't know, I think it's such a pretty shark and absolutely cool. The size is around 300 centimeters on average, so it's decently sized for sure as well. And the status, unfortunately, critically endangered. So this is actually the one shark on our list that so far has the greatest threat of extinction. Please, we need to save it. Like, look at how pretty it is. Absolutely cool. It is mostly an open ocean shark, so you won't really find it on the shore, but rather out in the open. It has a very wide distribution for that reason. I feel like basically almost all sharks that are not just coastal sharks are. Yeah, I don't know, you can basically find them everywhere. That being said, not completely in the north or completely in the south though. And it's definitely also a shark that is very curious, very bold, or like Robert Mark Lehmann likes to say, very zippelig. If you encounter it, which makes a lot of sense, because if you're out in the open ocean, it's literally like a desert, right? And if there's something moving in the desert, then you have to explore and see what it's about, right? is this potential food everything? You should check it out for sure if you live there. And that's exactly what the oceanic whitetip does. So yeah. And here we have a wild oceanic whitetip. Take a look at the fins, the white tips at the end. So beautiful. I don't know, to me in general, the most prettiest shark of all of them. I don't know why, I just think it's so elegant. And it's an open ocean dweller, which I also think is such a cool characteristic about it. I don't know. So fascinating. I had to put it in the second place. Not quite enough for the first one though. And here we have it. The winner takes it all. Yay! The short fin mako shark is my number one. In general, mako sharks are cool, but the short fin one specifically, such an incredible shark. I think it's like so intimidating. The jaws of it is so wow. And everything, the looks of it, it's so cool. It gets up between 200 centimeters to 290 centimeters big. Status is unfortunately endangered, so guys, do everything you can. Donate all your money to make sure this one stays alive. I love it. Please, please. Nah, I'm just joking, but look at how cool it looks. And this shark is actually the fastest of all the sharks, which is also such a cool title to claim, isn't it? It has a very wide distribution as well. Also open ocean, decently shore. I don't know, these sharks are just super cool. And because they are so fast, they also have fast moving prey. Like, for example, tuna or swordfish, which is like, what? Like, how? I don't know, it's just incredible to me. And I need to show you how this looks when this shark moves through the water. It's such a insanity. Like, I can't even, like, wow. Just completely breathtaking. This is my number one, my absolute number one. Wasn't even close, to be honest, for me. But yeah, take the crown, queen. Okay, so what you're about to see is a mako shark that's trying to chase down this jet ski or speedboat, I don't know, that has bait on it, trying to get its share, right? It's absolutely bonkers how quick it is. Just take a look yourself. Here it falls back, and now look at it speeding up, coming towards the bait and taking a bite out of this one bait, like insane. Then basically like ripping it off, enjoying the little meal, falling back a little bit, but just to come back up in a second again. And here it is. Look at how speedy it is. It's such an incredible animal to me. Definitely placed number one. Well deserved. I love it. And there you have it, guys. Yay! My top 10 sharks. I hope you had a fun time with this. For more information, if you're becoming as much of a shark enthusiast as I am, you can check out the channels that I mentioned. Absolutely great work on these. Also, if you want to read up a bit about sharks or specific sharks, maybe even some that you saw in this video, the mako shark is cool. You can find it on the Florida Museum's website. There's a ton of information about these animals. Also maps where you can see the distribution and all that kind of stuff. Absolutely cool. And there's also a thing called an interactive map called Unprovoked Shark Attack File, I think, where you can literally check out which sharks attacked humans unprovoked in which places and when and all that. It's insanely interesting as well. I thought about including it in this video, but I kind of feel like it would have been too much for this time. Maybe we do it another time. If you tune in again, if you drop a like, I would absolutely appreciate it. And yeah, with that being said, I hope to see you all in the next one. Until then, bye bye!